If you're not able to stay in high vibe for very long at a time, it's because you didn't activate your bad girl energy. Now stay with me, because it's not some, you don't need to go all gothic or punk, but it's your subconscious and in your nervous system you didn't activate your bad girl energy. So it will not help to continue to set boundaries and stand up for yourself, to just be more authentic to yourself and be more free to be yourself, because you will still continue to attract those jobs that you feel stuck in or drains your energy, or those relationships that drains your energy, because it's an invisible jail, an invisible prison that you make for yourself in your subconsciousness, in your nervous system. And it will continue even if you start your own business or become single. It will still, this prison, this energetic prison that keeps you stuck or drains your energy, it will continue until you will let go of this shift, or until you will release your inner bad girl energy. Now let's activate that bad girl energy, and let me explain, because you're going to feel so free. I have set myself free from jobs that limit myself and dims my light, and relationships that dims my light, and just starting to attract better relationships, attract better jobs, attract life that just lights you up instead of dimming your light. Okay, so this invisible prison in our nervous system, in our energy, that keeps attracting this, because it's not that job that's wrong, that's something wrong with, it's not those people that's something wrong with, it's the mirror of that energy inside your body, until you let go of this bad girl energy. So let's get into it. Okay, so let me explain it in this way, because maybe you know it. You have started to set boundaries, you have said no, and you try to live up to your own needs, and go get your own needs, or ask for your own needs, and asking people to respect you more, and trying to make them see you more. But it still leaves you with this subconscious feeling of maybe you being too much, you're analyzing yourself very much, and like, well, this vibe of I was too much when I was just allowed to be myself. Maybe I should just be less, or now I didn't live up to expectations, so but because that's what felt good for you, it leaves you with that kind of feeling of shame, maybe, or it can just leave you with that feeling in your stomach, like you're not completely satisfied with how the day went or how the meeting went. You still have this uncertain kind of feeling and unease kind of feeling, right? That is your subconsciousness and your nervous system that's not allowing you to be you fully. So that's why I say you need to teach yourself that it's safe, that it's okay to be a bad girl. And that bad girl, because you have pulled on this nice girl energy your whole life, maybe from your parents, or maybe just what you learned in society. Because when you're a good girl, you are loved. When you're a good girl, you are enough. When you're a good girl, everybody around you just feel at ease, right? But we need to break free from that once and for all, for you to be fully you, for you to be fully authentic you. So you need to teach your nervous system, your root chakra, your whole system down there, that you will not die if somebody don't like you. You will not die if somebody is not satisfied with your work. And if you hear, I'm quite certain that you're also someone who goes above and beyond on your job, or you used to, and now your energy will not allow you anymore. Or maybe in your relationship with your partner, that you can become angry with them because like they are not doing enough, or you have so many to-dos and it will not get done if you don't do it in the home, or with the children, or whatever. That's an inner prison, energetic prison that you have created that keeps attracting this. Trust me, when you change this shift, your partner or your job can also change. And sometimes it seems completely impossible that your partner or the job or the people around you can change. But I promise you, when you do that shift in your body, when you free that bad girl, when you just allow her fully, allow her to be bad and to not live up to expectations, like in your nervous system. And let me tell you how you can do it. So to free that inner bad girl, you need to do it even in the small actions. You need to do it even in the big actions. So once you start to live up to your own needs, to listen to your own needs, and I I cannot give so much in this job. At the end of the day, it's just a job, if we're speaking job. At the end of the day, if he will not stay with you when you are being completely you, then he's not supposed to be with you, right? And this is what we need to learn to be okay with. We need to learn to be okay with losing the job. We need to learn to be okay if they don't like you. And you need to learn your nervous system that this is not dangerous because it's trying to keep you safe. You need to teach it that, oh, if they don't like me, it's quite okay. I'm still alive. I can still stand here, walk on my legs. I can still wake up tomorrow, even if they don't like me. Okay, it's not a nice feeling in the beginning, I agree. But once you really learn to your nervous system that this is quite okay, and you are okay, and you're still loved, you're still wanted here in the world, you're still able to be loved just by the right people, right? So you kind of need to start and rebel in this energy, like really breaking free from it and testing it and trying it, and maybe even be more curious. How can I be a bad girl today? How can I free this inner bad girl from me? Because the reason why you think it's bad, it's because you have only learned that I'm only a good person if I'm living up to expectations, if they like me, if I have a clean, good household. I'm only a good enough wife if I have a clean household. If everything is nice all the time and if everything is washed, right? Maybe you have learned that. So I'm only worthy of loving. I'm only good enough, but it's such a lie. So the inner bad girl, can she also be loved? Can she be loved just by being you? So you have learned to see it as a bad girl, that then you're not a good person. But ask yourself this: can a good person not just let the dishes stand, not just do how she feels in the job today, not going above and beyond, but just do the work that I'm paid for, and that's all? Because sometimes it feels like restrictions from your boss or whatever, but it's actually you, that's your boss, that you need to set free, because they're not going to come and say, okay, take a break now, you need a breather, you need to step away for 5 minutes and just breathe. So try and visit that, try and take these breaks, or take that sick day, even if you're not sick, but if you're just feeling fed up and feel safe about taking that sick day. A sick day is not necessarily a bodily sick day. You can also be sick in the head, right? And that's can sound bad, but that's sometimes we need to rebel to the extent to the completely opposite to come into balance. So when we set that inner bad girl free and we learn to be okay with it, when we allow her, you need to allow yourself. Your boss, your husband, your friends, your parents are not going to come and allow you to be fully you. You need to allow it. So it's in these situations where you just do something small to rebel. I'm not going to wash the floor this month. Only until I feel like it, I'm going to wash the floor. I'm not going to finish that project that they've been pushing and pushing, because that's actually not what I'm being paid for. That was some extra training they asked me to do. I will be more than happy to do it if they pay me more. You're fully allowed to say this. So release that inner bad girl in you. You will be so happy and you will be so surprised what it can actually do for you. when you are releasing that inner bad girl, when you're allowing that inner bad girl. And it can also be a really subconscious shift inside of you. I once had a client where she moved to Denmark from a different country, so her name was a little bit different, but it was still a name you could be called here in the country, but it was spelled with one different letter, a Y instead of an I. And it can seem so simple, but it was just something that she had felt so ashamed of, because it represented the whole part of her that didn't come from here, that came from another country. So she was always trying to dimming her light in to becoming the I instead of becoming the Y. So we did like a whole healing where she just became the Y and standing here with wide arms and allowing herself to take her space and to be here and take so as much space as possible, right? It can be so subconscious about a letter in your name that you need to change, that you need to do that shift. And that set her free so much, just that we found out that this letter has stick with her for so long in her life, and subconsciously have dimmed her light, subconsciously have held her back from standing in her true light and being who she truly was. And then her life changed. So find that inner bad girl. Where are you restricting yourself? Where are you holding her back? Where can she come out in the light even more? Where can you allow her? Because you need to allow her. I'm giving you the allowance to allow her right now. The allowance. Set yourself free from that prison, and then you will see that you will start attracting completely different jobs, or even if you don't start that business before you set this free, because you will create another prison for you. I did that before I set that inner bad girl free, okay? So have fun with it, test it. Where can I release that inner bad girl?